Good morning, everyone. Morning, Basti. And believe it or not, I'm just looking at the stats at the record of number, and this is the 90th class. Can you believe that? So here we are. Please say hi on the chat, and we'll get straight on. I've got a really amazing and a very special point of the week this week. I've been doing a bit of research, so I'd love to share that. It's going to be a really ideal point for what's happening right now. In fact, it's not just one point, it's actually a combination of 2 points. Really looking forward to sharing that. And also, I just thought we've got a bit of a theme going on for this Wednesday because we're approaching the solstice. And what that means is it's the most yin time of year. It's a really important time to tonify the kidney energy because that's the foundation of the yin of the body. And it's also really important that we get in touch with the earth in a really positive way to get that yin energy supporting us through as the solstice changes and the days become a bit lighter. So there's going to be a bit of a theme today on that, nurturing the yin. I've got my piece of paper ready for my scanning. A bit of a surprise last week. I had a very big surprise. It was very, very different from before. And that can sometimes happen kind of with the scanning. So hello to everyone. And it's great to see some familiar names in the chat. Sally was the first one to post. Jane, Lynn, Liz, Anne, Vicky, Heike, Sarah, James, Gillian, Kim, Carmela, Edward, and so it goes on. Lovely to see you all in the chat. So, okay, here we go. So we'll start off. We'll do the scanning and the 3 burners, and then we'll see how we get on with the burners. We'll see whether the approaching solstice is affecting how the burners are working for us all as a group. And then we'll work on that, as I say, in the session. Okay, are you ready? Okay, so can you believe it? The 90th session. How about that? Here we go. So let's do the scanning first. And what we're going to do is we're going to just go do a whole body scan as usual. So we're going to scan right through the whole body, starting from the top of the head all the way down to the feet. Okay, so just relaxing. And at this stage, we're not actually trying to change anything. We're just observing how we actually are. So we're going to scan down from above our heads, scanning through the head, the throat, through the shoulders, down the arms, through our chest area, all the way through the torso, just noticing if you can feel anything or you can experience anything, just finding out what it's like. Go down into the hips, through the knees, feet, and then into the earth. Okay, so now just relax a bit and just have an overview of how you are. I'm closing my eyes now just to go a little bit internally. And again, a little bit of a surprise there. I'm going to draw the whole body scan and just sketch out a few places that I'd like to work. Okay. There we are, and that's me this morning. I definitely need the Wednesday class. Okay, so now we're going to do the 3 burner scan. And as I say, it's really important this time of year just to really keep those burners activated and working together, because we need to tonify the yin in the body and the yang, and also keep the 3 burners working together to provide the qi in the body. So let's check in and see how we're doing. Again, I'm going to do it standing up, I think, today. So I'm just standing. Okay, so the lower burner is just below the navel, right around into the sacrum and down onto the pelvic floor. So we're just going to tune into that area and ask ourselves, what is it like? So I'm closing my eyes, just going to go in, exploring around there. Okay, very different from last week. Find out what is it like and turn that into an image, and we'll draw that into the lower burner section of your 3 chart. So it looks a little bit like that. Okay. Okay, and so we go up to the middle burner. Again, closing our eyes again, tuning into the middle burner, above the navel, all the way round into the lower thoracic. Okay, got it? Okay, what's that like? I'm going to draw that. Okay, and then we're going to go up into the upper burner, which is around here, around here. Again, I'm closing my eyes, just, okay, all right, that's a bit of a surprise again for me. Just going to draw that. Okay, and just to remind you, according to Chinese medicine, the lower burner should feel kind of well supported, nice and strong, not too hot or too cold. The main thing about the middle burner is it should feel kind of released and open. It shouldn't feel hot or blocked. The main thing about the middle burner, it tends to get blocked up. The upper burner should feel like a mist, nice and open and relaxed. And you don't really want any too much heat there or cold getting into the lungs. And you want the heart to be nice and relaxed, not palpitating or feeling weak. Or the other thing that can happen is you can feel really kind of tight in the chest as well. So based on that, we've got my drawing. It's really going to be a bit of a toss-up between the three of them this week. But we should run the which burner would you like to work on poll. Let's have a look. Which burner do you want to work on most today? And let's have a look and see how that fits in with the solstice appearing. The burner coming up. The burner that's most related to the solstice. Ooh, and look at that. Wow, that is a very unusual result. Let's just get a few more people, a few more votes in. That is fascinating, and it's something we can definitely work on today, because what we've got there is we've basically got a predominance between the upper and lower burner connection, and that's really important for for connecting with the essential energy of the lower burner, which supports the emotional center. So that's going to be really interesting to work on. We can do some special exercises for that, and we won't forget you if you voted for the middle burner this week. Okay, cool. All right, so let's just find out also where you'd like to work on. Looking at your whole body scan, let's find out where in your body is the block or weakness you'd like to work on, okay? And the options are head, neck or shoulders, the arms, inside the upper body, inside the lower body, or the torso, hips and legs. So that means the whole torso. So let's have a look. Okay, and we can definitely work with that today. Right, okay. Always is the head, neck and shoulders is always a favourite, isn't it? But we've got a lot of, quite a lot of hips and legs as well today as well. So, and inside the upper body, that probably matches with the upper burner, doesn't it? Okay, so we've got to bear that in mind when we're working away. Basti's on the chat today. Thank you very much, Basti, for monitoring the chat. So if you get any questions or anything happens and you need some support, then Basti's right there. He'll flag up any questions for you or answer them, and makes everything much easier. And then I can concentrate on having fun doing the exercises. Okay, so here we go. Let's start off by just tuning in, seeing how we are. Let's just get those feet connected to the earth. Okay, one of the things we really want to make sure we do at this time of year is we want to get that kidney energy connected up to the earth and make sure that it's nurturing up into the lower burner. This is related to the kidneys, and it's related to the winter. If you remember when we did the 5-element cycle recently. Before we do that, just in case there's any tension or anything in the yang channels of the head and neck or anywhere else in the body, it's a good idea just to shake out any tension. So let's start off with that. And what we do is we're going to start off in the upper burner area. So we're going to start off in the chest, and we're going to start shaking with the shoulders. Okay, and let's get some of that breath in. Let's get some of that yang qi and qi in from the air. Now we're going to need that as well, because we need to send that qi from the lungs down into the kidney area to boost up our energy again during the solstice part of the year. So we're going to just energize the upper burner by shaking, and then we're going to extend it out into the shoulders, and then the jaw, and the throat. Really relaxing the throat and the jaw. Okay, now let's get the shaking down further down into the diaphragm. So I'm going to shake this area here. We're going to just kind of move the internal organs up and down a bit. And then as we're doing that, we're going to really deep into the hips, shaking the hips. Again, if you're feeling a bit tired and weak, you want to keep it nice and gentle. And if you're feeling a bit obstructed, it's a good idea to really shake out any obstruction from the body before we start doing any of the internal work. There we go. Okay, anywhere else that's left? So I'm just going to scan down, look at your whole, and just remember your whole body scan. Just remember if there's anywhere that you really need to give that a particularly good shake, so you can tailor the exercise just for what you need. What I'm going to do is just really release this throat area and the shoulders. Again, we can stretch forwards and back as well, so I'm stretching forwards and back. Okay, excellent. This is something a little bit different. We're going to do some rotations of the main joints of the body. So we're going to take the shoulders and we're going to rotate them this way. So I'm rotating forwards and back. Okay, then we can imagine that we've got a thread connected to our elbows, and that's bringing us the arms around like this. And then imagine you've got a thread connected to your hand, so we're going to go around like this. Okay, again, so we're rotating shoulders this way. And from the elbows. And then from the hands. Okay, sometimes it's really good to do a rotation and then shake out after we've done the rotation. Can you see how that's improved the ability of you to just release down through the arms? Great, okay, so the shoulders and the hips are the other major big joint in the body. So we can do a similar thing. If you might need to hold onto a wall or onto a chair, if you can't balance on one leg, let's just see if I can do it. So we're going to rotate this way. I'm going to get my chair, I think. If you've got a handy wall you can hold on to. There you go. Okay, oh, that's better. Okay, then we can rotate. Nice big rotations. Okay, and then we can stretch back this way as well. Forwards and back. Rotating. Okay, and then if you can hold on and you grab hold of your knee and just stretch it this way. If you can do that, and then you can stretch it this way. Like this. And that again will open up that joint. Okay, so now shake out the leg. And you'll find a little bit the same experience we had with the shoulders. The Qi is going to move much easier. Ooh, I'm definitely a bit lopsided now. The Qi moves so much easier through the joints. And one of the things about Chinese medicine, the Qi, is the joints are the places where the Qi tends to block. That's why there's so many cool acupuncture points around the joints. So it's always a good idea to release the joints. So I'm just rotating. Around this way. Okay, I want to get these hips really relaxed because that helps all the channels from the leg to tonify the lower burner, which we really need to do to prepare us for next week. Because next Wednesday will be just after the solstice, so that'll be our solstice Wednesday class, won't it? It'll be just after the solstice on the 22nd. 21st is the solstice. Stretching up, stretching out, holding to my chair. Okay, and once you feel you've really loosen that hip up, we can shake out, and you feel that deep into the hip is really nice and relaxed and open now. Excellent. So I'm going to leave my chair in a minute. I'll leave it here. I'm going to need that for kidney 1 in a minute. Okay, so just shaking out. Wow, doesn't that feel great? It's a really good idea to get the joints as loose as possible. And that's really going to help us when we start tonifying the kidney chi. So let's check in and see how we're doing with our lower abdominal breathing. Really important, especially this time of year. So we're going to place the hands over the lower dantian. And we know now, don't we, that that's CV4 and CV6 combined. That's the ones that we did the other week, just below the navel there, 1.5 inches below the navel, and then 3 inches below the navel, body inches. Give us this area here. So if you measure up from the pubic bone, there's the navel, pubic bone. It's going to be around here. It's going to be the gate of origin and the sea of Qi. So we want to connect with both of those. Okay, we're going to open up kidney 1. And let's just take a nice internal breath. And what should happen is you should feel the breath of the chi coming underneath our hands as we breathe in. Hold the breath and then breathe out. And as we do that, we keep the chi from the breath in the lower part of the hara. Okay, let's do that one more time. Breathing in. Keep those hips really relaxed. Open up kidney 1. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Holding the breath for a second, nice slow exhalation, and relax the chi in the lower burner. Okay, breathe in, and breathe out. Okay, excellent. So let's do the rotating the around the lower dantian. We're going to keep the armpits open, keep that imaginary egg under the armpit to keep the chi flowing down into the hands. I'm going to relax the hips, connecting up with kidney 1. Okay, let's just do that for a few more times. We're going to breathe in, keep the breathing going into the lower hara. Keep the sacrum, that's the lower part of the back, and the sacrum relaxed as we can, gathering the chi there. Okay, and we're focusing the chi from our hands, trying to get it to go as deep as we can through the body and into the lower back. So we can imagine it going through our body and filling up this whole area with energy and warmth. Nice and relaxed. Nice deep breathing. Keeping the shoulders as released as we can. Okay, very good. So now we're going to turbocharge that by opening up the kidney channel. We're going to go for kidney 1 to start with. And that's a really important point because that tonifies the yin of the body. Really important to get that strong around this time of the year. So here's my chair and here's time for kidney 1. Okay, favourite time of the week for me. Let's get that, and I'm sure for you too, we've really got to get that point opened up. So we're opening it out like this, the whole foot. Okay, and I've got my fingers digging into kidney 1, right into there. Opening your whole foot out. And then it's time to tap. So I'm tapping on kidney 1. I'm holding kidney 3 here with the thumb. So I've got my thumb on kidney 3 and I'm tapping here. And as I'm doing that, I'll just take my sock off, I think, just to get a bit more action there. That's it. As I'm doing that, what we're doing is we're opening up the kidney channel here and we're getting a connection between kidney 1, kidney 3, all the way up the channel into the lower dantian. Okay, so you can visualize that as we're doing it. Okay, it's really going to help having released the hips as well. We'll feel that in a minute when we get this kidney 1 activated, opening up liver 3 here, which is around here, this area here. Opening that area up, opening this, opening the whole foot. A bit more tapping. Okay, are we ready? Let's see. I think that's done. Let's try the other foot. Marvelous. Okay, so thumb on kidney 3, tapping kidney 1, opening up. There we go. Fingers into kidney 1, opening up the whole foot. Brilliant. A bit more tapping. Okay, excellent. So we need to connect with the earth, and then we need to generate that kidney energy so we can balance out the yin and yang of the whole body. Because we need to have some warmth as well, warmth and energy coming from the kidney, from the lower burner. That's really important this time of year because the kidneys are at the lowest ebb. That's why we have holidays in the winter, and that's why we're supposed to conserve our energy in the winter months. It's part of the natural cycle of the 5 elements. Okay, so here we are. Nice. Yes, okay, I think that's done it. Okay, let's try standing up and seeing if we can turbocharge that lower burner. So we're going to rub the hands together, place them on the lower dantian. Okay, wow, what a great feeling. Isn't that a great feeling? Look at that kidney 1's humming away now. Feel that connection. Take a deep breath in. Okay, relaxing the hips, feeling the connection between the lower dantian and the soles of the feet. Okay, so let's open up the kidney channel, and then we'll go a little bit further and we'll connect that yin down deep into the earth. So let's do some doing on the kidney channel. We're going to pick it up just on kidney 3 where we were holding before, just tapping behind the kidney, the inside back of the legs, up past kidney 10, and then up onto here. This is where kidney 11 is. It's another great point. And let's go round onto the sacrum, and then down the backs of the legs. Just to provide a complete circuit around the water element meridians. So here we go, we can tap up. Onto kidney 11, and then round, down through the bladder channel on the back of the legs. Okay, one more time, we go up. And then down the bladder channel. Okay, and then here we go. And brushing off. Whoa, I don't know about you, but I think that rotating the hip thing was a really good idea. I think we'll have to do that again in another week. Okay, so let's feel that connection again. Yes, okay, feel that relaxation in the hips. Feel kidney 1 opening up. Okay, so now let's do some super connecting with the earth. We'll just do a couple of breaths and we'll connect down, right down to the earth, give us that rooting feeling. So here we go, relaxing the shoulders, breathing into the dantian, breathing in. Okay, this time, slow exhalation. Imagine your energy going down through your legs, through the soles of the feet, and then really deep down into the center of the earth. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, and as you breathe out, send that energy through kidney 1. Imagine it like a root going into the center of the earth. Okay, scan your whole body energy. Doesn't that feel great? Feel that solid feeling in the lower body, that feeling of connection with the earth. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, and that's going to be the foundation for us moving upwards now into the middle burner. We've got to get the middle burner clear because we need to get this connection between the lower and the middle dantian. Okay, and then after that, it could be point of the week because we're going to go up further and we're going to explore the upper dantian. Okay, so looking forward to that. So let's get this middle burner nice and released. I know only a few of you voted for it, but we want to look after you for those middle burner people. So let's do some rotations. We're going to float the head up. We're going to keep kidney 1 open, keep connected to the earth. We're going to float the head up with that imaginary string until we feel the whole spine is just like a string of pearls floating downwards. Keep the jaw relaxed, keep the base of the cranium really relaxed so the head's got some space there, floating up. Okay, and when you feel you're kind of loose and everything, we're just going to turn, imagine someone's turning that golden thread, really nice and easy. And as we do that, we're releasing the middle burner. So let's just do this, relaxing the diaphragm, relaxing the middle burner. Okay, now you won't want to look around as well. And again, if you're feeling a bit tired, a bit weak, take it nice and easy, keep the breathing going. But if you feel kind of blocked in the middle burner, you might want to just do it a bit stronger and just tap on the sides here to stimulate the liver and the gallbladder meridians. Okay, very good. Okay, excellent stuff. Okay, so now we're going to run through the channels for the middle burner. We'll do them in one big circuit. Okay, let's do them in one big circuit to even out the spleen and the liver this time. Are you with me? We're going to run through them as a circuit. So we're going to do earth, wood, earth, wood, earth, wood. Okay, so let's start off here with the stomach channel. And we're going to go down the stomach channel on the outside front of the body. Don't forget stomach 36, everyone, one of the most famous points in the body. Down we go, down onto the feet, up the spleen channel, the inside of the leg. And then we're going to go right round into the gallbladder. We're going to go down the gallbladder channel, the sides of the legs, and then up the inside of the legs, and up into the chest area. This is where the liver channel runs. We're going to link with that. And the connection between the liver and the spleen and stomach is really important in Chinese medicine. It regulates the digestion, and it's also very important with emotional issues and anxiety and stuff like that. So let's give this a really good tap around here. And we're going to go down, again, down the stomach. You see what we're doing? We're connecting up the liver and the spleen in one movement. So now we're going to go down the gallbladder channel. Up the liver. Okay, one more pass. So we'll get down the stomach channel. Up the spleen channel. Down the gallbladder channel. And up the liver channel. Okay, very good. What a lovely movement that is. And now, if we just shake out the legs again, can you feel that lovely feeling of the middle burner opening out? And this, again, a much more solid feeling in the legs, nice and open in the hips. And you can feel this middle burner reorganizing itself. That's a really good combination of the liver, gallbladder, spleen, and stomach. Okay, excellent, everyone. So now we're going to go from the lower burner and we're going to go up, opened up the middle burner, and we're going to go up and we're going to connect with the upper burner. Okay, remember with the pulse, we had a big emphasis on this connection between the upper and the upper burner and the lower burner, and that's really important this time of year, particularly because we need to support the kidney energy, which helps keep us nice and calm and relaxed. So let's work on that. Let's just check out the stretches. There's a really good readout here of where we are at with the upper burner. There's three yin channels that connect with the upper burner, the pericardium, the heart, and the lungs. So let's check them out and see what's happening. And what we're looking for here is we're looking for kind of weakness in the channel where it kind of feels floppy, or tightness in the channel. And if it's balanced, it'll feel nicely kind of just about in the middle there. So let's try it. Breathing in, breathing out. This is the pericardium stretch. It stretches to the middle finger. Now, as you do that, just check out and see if there's any stiffness or anything or weakness you can feel in the chest area, because the channel runs right through into here. Just check that out. Okay, now this is the heart channel. This goes to the little finger, and we stretch it by either doing this or twisting the arm round. Okay, this is quite a good stretch. Let's do that today. So what I'm doing is I'm taking my hand, I'm breathing in, breathing out, and twisting like that, and that opens up right through into the armpit. And again, let's just see what that feels like. Breathing in, breathing out, little finger twisting round. Okay, does that feel stiff or painful, or does it feel weak? Okay, just check that out. Okay, so that's the pericardium, the heart. And then finally, we've got the lung channel, which is this one, where we stretch up to the thumb, goes through here and into lung 1 and lung 2. Okay, so let's check this out. Breathing in, breathing out. Okay, now if each of those stretches felt pretty okay, that means you've got those channels are pretty balanced. But you may find that some of them are very tight, some of them just don't feel right, some of them feel a bit weak. And we can do some Do-in. Do-in's homeostatic, so as we do it, what should happen is it should balance out whatever's happening in your channel. So let's try it. So let's start off with the pericardium channel, and that starts here in the chest and it goes down through the inside of the arm to this middle finger here. Okay, so let's work it, and we'll do it as a circuit so that we can do the yang channel as well. So we're going to tap here around the chest. This is a really important channel actually for keeping your emotional regulation nice and steady. Really useful to work it, and you might notice if you have got anything emotional going on that this quite often gets tight across here. Very common for it to get tight or feeling a block. In which case you can just gently tap it and just get some of that stiffness out of the channel, and then we can work down towards the middle finger. And then if we just flip over, go to the ring finger, and then tap back up the outside of the arm, that provides a circuit with a triple heater channel, which is the paired channel. Okay, so we go down again. And then the other way. Okay, so I'm opening up here, opening the chest up. Coming down. Okay, there we go, 3 times round. And the other side. Up the triple heater channel, onto the shoulder, and round again. Architecture, pericardium channel, sometimes called. And then back this way. Okay, very good. Okay, so now let's check out the heart channel. It's a little bit more delicate than the pericardium because it's more of an interior channel. I'm just checking out here a bit. It starts under the armpit, as we know, and it goes out. This is heart 1, right down to the little finger, and then back up the small intestine channel. So let's do a little circuit with that. You might just want to press gently underneath here into heart 1. If you press gently in there, you'll feel the whole chest opening out. If that's what's happening with you, it's a really useful point. We did this point when we did the fire element back in the summertime. So now we can just go right under the armpit. It's a little bit difficult to get on your own, but you can just press in. I'm pressing in with my fingertips like into the armpit here, like this. And then we can just gently tap down here past heart 3. And we're aiming for the little finger. So we go down to the little finger. and then round. Okay, all the points on the heart channel pretty much are used to calm the mind. Some excellent points. You probably remember heart 7 here on the wrist. Really good point for calming the mind and relaxing the mind. Okay, so here we go back. And then under the armpit again. Gently tapping down to the little finger and then picking it up around the back of the arm. That's the small intestine channel. Remember those points for the shoulder that we did back in the summer? So I'm just going to work down here a bit. Excellent stuff. Okay, so I'm going to brush off there, just relaxing and opening out. Whoa, it does feel good. I'm going to say the other side. Down we go, down to the little finger, and then round this way. Okay, small intestine channel is used for all kind of things that happen in the head, like jaw problems, ear problems, and stuff like that. Okay, and the heart channel is a deep channel that runs into here, into the center of the chest. Feeling calmer already, okay, that's a really nice bit of work on the heart channel. Okay, so now let's just do a little bit of checking in now. Open up kidney 1, relaxing. Okay, and let's just tune into that upper heater. Now you can feel the tingling into the little finger and the middle finger there. That's the heart protecting the heart. Just feel, really experience that feeling of calmness that we're getting right across here. And that's the fire element being calmed down and supported and tonified by the Doin. And you'll notice that as we hold onto the lower dantian, let's just do a couple of lower abdominal breaths. Breathing in. Open up that kidney 1 and you feel the Qi going down through the upper heater nice and calmly down into the lower heater, holding the breath and then breathing out. And as we do that, just tune into the upper heater for a moment as you breathe out. Okay, that feeling of the exhalation, this open feeling, is essential for regulating the emotions. So if you do find yourself getting upset, start off with the lower burner, strengthen it up, release the middle burner, and then work on those pericardium and heart channels, and you'll get that lovely feeling of space and calmness in the upper burner. Okay, here we go. We've just got one more channel to do in the arms, and that's the lung channel. So if you're feeling a little bit sad maybe, or that's the emotion that affects the lungs, and the classic posture for that is when you kind of do this. And you tend to hollow the shoulders out, and this is all connected to lung 1 here. So Doin on that area will help you just deal with that by strengthening up the lung channel. So let's just tap around here, around lung 1 and 2. And then we're going down the arm, lung 5, lung 9 and 10 and 11 down to the thumb. And then we go across to the large intestine channel, remember large intestine 4. And we're going to tap there, and this connects again to the head and the breathing and stuff like that. So it all kind of connects up. The main thing we're doing now is working on the upper burner through the lung channel. There we go, tapping down. Let's get that lung channel really activated, and that will complete the upper burner activation. Very good. Okay, excellent. Okay, brushing off, and then the other side. Down the lung channel, down to the thumb, and then up. And down. Excellent. And then brushing off. Upper burner workout. Okay, superb. Oh, God, that feels so good. Right, so now let's just check those 3 stretches again. Tuning into the upper burner. Doesn't that feel really nice and open? And we're going to go heart protector or pericardium, breathing in, breathing out. Smooth, very good. Okay. heart stretch by stretching the hands round, breathing in, breathing out, twisting the hands round like this. Check that feeling out through into the center of the chest, through the armpits. Very nice. And then finally the lung stretch. Whoa, okay. Okay, so much better. Okay, great. So that's the upper burner, totally energized. And we've got the lower burner, totally organized too. Okay, so brilliant. How much time have we got left? We've got 20 minutes. Excellent, because I'd like to now introduce point of the week. Okay, now we've done a lot of work on the lower burner. We've done the lower dantian, the 3 energy centers of the body. This is one of them. It's the lower burner. This is the middle dantian. I know it's in the upper burner, but it's the middle energy center. There's one left. There's 3 dantians. There's one left, and it's the brow chakra in the Vedic system, and it's also a point in Chinese medicine as well. And I don't know if anyone knows. I'm going to just have a quick look at the chat. Does anyone know what it's called? This point here. It's a very, very special point. If there's any acupuncture people or Shiatsu people that know the name of this point. Okay, nearly, Jane. Yin Tang. Okay, Marcella gets the prize for the correct answer this week. Well done, Marcella. Yes, absolutely. Here is the here's the slide. Okay, we have Yin Tang. Now it's got a very attractive and easy to remember name, M-HN-3. You might be thinking, what on earth is that about? And the reason for that is because it's actually a special point. It's not actually on any channel. It's what's called one of the extra points. And there's several extra points in the body, and they've all got very, very strange numberings. There are different numbering systems for them. I wouldn't worry about it. But Yin Tang, you can imagine, is a very, very powerful point. It's, funnily enough, it's not on the conception vessel, governing vessel. You expect it to be on the governing vessel, but it's not. It's the one that goes on. It's actually an extra point. It's called Hall of Impressions. It calms the shin and opens the nose. It's used for anxiety and also problems, imagine, for the face. And really interesting, I was doing some research on this point for this Wednesday class, and there's actually some quite interesting research that they've done with patients who are having operations, having anesthetic and things, and they found pretty good evidence that using this point in combination with conception vessel 24, which is underneath the chin, above the chin and below the lips, is really a really good calming combination. They showed evidence that it helped patients stay calm. Okay, so I thought we could just do an energy exercise here. I'm going to just show you a little trick that comes from Qi Gong that you might find, again, interesting in terms of regulating your emotions. And it's something that you can do maybe in bed at night. Probably going to look a bit strange if you do it in the middle of a shopping centre and you go like this. People are going to think you're a little bit strange, unless they're Shiatsu people or acupuncturists. But certainly on your own, or maybe relaxing in bed, you may want to experiment with this connection. We're going to experiment with it right now. I'm just going to show you a trick from Qi Gong that will also help the power of this point. Okay, so if you just like to take one hand, we rub our hands together, we place it right on Yin Tang there, just gently pressing in, very gently, just touching the point. And then if you close your eyes, you bring your attention to that point. Okay, and then take the other hand and place a finger just between the chin and the lower lip, right in there, just in line with the lower teeth there. Okay, and gently press those points. And just see what kind of experience you get in the feeling of calmness in the mind there. Okay, so just gently hold them. Okay, now try this. This is a trick from Qi Gong and from a lot of the internal Qi exercises that we do in Shiatsu and all that kind of thing. We're going to place our tongue on the roof of our mouth, and what that does is it connects up the conception vessel and governing vessels, And it's a very powerful internal connection, which I think you're going to enjoy. So let's try this. I've been experimenting for the last couple of days on this. We hold onto Yin Tang, hold this one, okay? We're going to align our spine again. So we're just letting our head float up. Okay, and now, if you place your tongue on the roof of your mouth to make a connection, can you feel that really strong feeling connection between the two, and this kind of feeling of overall calmness that starts spreading around your whole body? And that's because you're setting off the what's called the microcosmic orbit that's energizing those 2 points. Let's just try it one more time. I can't talk and do it at the same time because my tongue is on the top of my mouth, so you're going to have to just bear with me while we tune in internally. Okay, so here we go. So we've got Yin Tang and CV24, and now we're going to connect the tongue with the roof of the mouth and then relax and go into our alignment. Okay, now as we're doing that, I'd like you to connect up all the way through the front and back of your body, all the way around, and you'll feel this opening up and smoothing out the Qi. Okay, we'll just do it one more time. Tongue on the roof of the mouth. Okay, hope you enjoyed that. Okay. Yeah, Basti, yeah, exactly. If you want to hold up the pelvic floor muscles, again, that whole connects the whole system all the way around. Okay, so I hope you really enjoyed that. I'm going to put the slides up just once again, just to show the points again. So there we are. Calms the Shen, that calms the mind and the spirit, opens the nose. It's used for all kinds of problems on the face as well. And sauce receptacle, what a great name. That's for when, you know, when you're eating a nice sauce. Yin CV24, awesome combination. There's been research, and I really hope you enjoyed doing that point. Very, very calming, as Maggie, yeah, Vicky and Maggie have just found. It gives you a very, very deep calm. Maybe later on in the year as well, we can go deeper into the microcosmic orbit. That's a really, really interesting breathing system. So this is a little bit of an introduction to that. Tongue on the roof of the mouth, pelvic floor connecting, and then connecting through the spine and the front. Okay, fantastic. Hope you enjoyed that. That's point of the week. Well, there's really 2 points of the week. That gives us just 10 minutes now to clear those yang channels and finish off the session. But before we do that, let's just see if we can integrate the 3 dantians, just purely with touching and internal awareness. So we're going to just place our hand here. This is the lower dantian. We're going to open up kidney 1, relax the hips, connect with the earth. Okay, and then we're going to go here, CV17, that's the middle dantian, connecting those 2. Very good. And then we're going to go up to Yin Tang and see if we can just get a connection there between the mind and the lower dantian and the lower burner. Float that head up, relax your jaw, open up kidney 1. Have you got it? Isn't that a great feeling? Love that point. Okay, so there we have Yin Tang. Okay, let's shake out and let's do our yang clearing exercise for the head. So we can work Yin Tang in with that. Okay, so we can gently press here and then start pressing around the forehead. And we can tap if you like. Tapping over the top of the head. The sides of the head. Okay, and then pulling the ears. The ears are related to the kidneys in Chinese medicine, the kidney organ. That's because there's two of them. They love that stuff. There's two of them, and they look a bit like the kidneys. So I think, yeah, okay. So it's a good idea just to pull the ears a bit. Okay, and we can work around the sinuses. In fact, you can go from Yin Tang actually and go, because that's also used for clearing the sinuses. So we've got this here, we can go down. We're using it more physically now, just to go in there. And then down, bladder 1, remember that point? Excellent point. And then we've got stomach 2 here. All these points are really good for the sinuses. Okay, and then underneath here, relaxing the jaw, relaxing around here. Okay, excellent. That's better. Just going to give large intestine 20 welcome smell, a bit of a blast. Really good for clearing out the nose and clearing the sinuses. There we go. And I'm going to just relax here, relax the SCM muscle. Excellent. Oh. Okay, so now let's do the yang channels on the back of the head. Okay, we're going to go down through the bladder and gallbladder channels and the small intestine channel. Okay, so here we go. You can check out my COVID haircut, by the way. I'm still, as you can see, I'm still doing my DIY haircuts in the COVID era of COVID. So I'm sorry about any strange things going on here. We're tapping around here. We've got bladder 10 and squeezing down the bladder channel. You've got bladder, you've got gallbladder, and we've got small intestine. That's this channel here, just at the back of the SCM muscle. So just squeeze down. Okay, now the gallbladder channel runs down here and it runs onto gallbladder 21. This is a really, really good point for sending energy down the body, because I know a lot of us do get a lot of tension in the neck and the shoulders. So let's just give gallbladder 21 a good tap. I'll show you where it is. It's right on the top of the shoulder here. And give that a good tap. And then we can go down the outside of the arms, all around here, then down the arms, the yang channels there. I'm just brushing off and then tapping this side. And then brushing off. Tapping, brushing off. Okay, remember we did all that rotations at the beginning. So hopefully, with all these channels opened up, this rotation should feel a lot freer. And also notice that space that we've got in the upper burner is really helping open out the shoulders. Really awesome stuff. Can you feel that? That's really, really good. Okay, remember we did this right at the beginning. See how much easier it is now. Okay, excellent. So now we just need to tap down all the way down, down the bladder channel as far as we can. If there's two of you working, I recommend you help each other by tapping at the back. If you're on your own like me, you just have to do the best we can by going down as far as we can. See if I can reach this. Okay, and then here. Down as high as we can, down. And then down. Very good. Oh, shaking out. Excellent. Okay, good. So let's put it together with the breathing, and we can finish off by getting again that amazing connection with the earth Wow, just feels so much better. Really needed it this week. Okay, so let's open up kidney 1. Let's get that head floating up. Settle the breathing and just enjoy that feeling of all the channels opened up. Nice sort of yang movement there. And let's just bring our hands onto the dantian, lower dantian, opening up kidney 1. Get that feeling with the earth. And let's just do one breath into there. And breathe out slowly as you can. And then CV17, breathing in into these hands here. And breathing out. Okay, and then finally, Yin Tang, breathing in, imagining this connection here. And then as we breathe out, slowly just relaxing the whole of the head and the mind. How about that? We've done all 3 dantians, isn't that awesome? Okay, so let's just finish off with some Tai Chi breathing for the last 2 minutes and then we'll be done. So we're going to bring it all together by opening up the kidney 1 and we're going to float down and breathing in and float up and bring the hands down. Okay, so let's connect it yin and yang, float the head up, open up kidney 1, relaxing, breathing in and breathing out. So we're feeling heavy, we're connecting with the earth, connecting down into the center of the earth, feeling solid. And then we're feeling light and floating up from the top of the head. Feel that yang connection. Here we go, connecting with the yin, breathing in, connecting with the solid aspects of the body, breathing out, floating up. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Okay, one more. Breathing in. Nice and slowly, breathing out. Relaxing. Okay, how about that? Okay, what a lovely class. Thank you ever so much for being with us. It's time to finish up. The time goes so quickly, doesn't it? Fantastic. Okay, I'm glad you really enjoyed the class. Thank you very much for everyone. Great, really good. Building up to the solstice. Let's see if Basti's got a video link. Here he is.
Hello.
Hey.
That was brilliant. That was a great class, Cliff. And love those points.
Isn't it great? Yeah, I found some research. I just love preparing for these classes as well because I just find out loads of stuff that I didn't really know about, which is always good, isn't it? There's so much to learn Chinese medicine. It just goes on and on.
Yeah.
Such a deep system.
And
okay, thanks everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for taking part. Can't believe we've done 90 of these classes. See you next week for the special solstice edition. Okay, we have to go. And yeah, we'll see you next week. Thanks a lot, Basti, for looking after the chat.
Thank you, everyone.